Hey there, this is Chris Abraham of ChrisCast. This is Season 2, Episode 19. And what is that? 19? Or is that 1, 2, 3, 4? 19? I think it's 19. Hey Google, what is 19 in French?
In French, you would say 19.
Haha. Anyway, welcome. I am only going to talk today about working out and about injuries and about chronic injuries and about sciatica and about lower back pinches and about splashing oil on your foot, boiling oil on your foot, and about weight training, 5x5, and more specifically about the cool app that I bought for $29 called Starting Strength for my Android device. And I'll talk about kettlebells and TRX and straps and bands and stationary bikes and treadmill desks and Concept2 SkiErgs and SkiErgs and Bosu balls and Swedish balls and dip bars and I think sandbags. And I might forget all of those or none of those. So after the break, we'll come back. You'll be welcomed back. And I'll talk to you in a second. Mahalo. Welcome back. Season 2, Episode 19. These nuts. 19. Hey Google, what is the German word for 19?
In German, that's 19.
Haha, I got it right. 19. Hey Google, what's the word for 19 in Spanish?
In Spanish, that's 19.
Haha.
By the way, I can now translate back and forth. To try it, just keep speaking in either language. Or say cancel at any time.
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
Where is the library?
¿Dónde está el baño?
Where is the bathroom?
¿Cómo se dice en español?
As they say in Spanish.
Hasta la próxima, hermano.
Until the next brother.
¿Cómo se dice en español?
Check how do you say in Spanish to Spanish.
¿Cuánto dinero?
How much money?
¿Cuánto dinero?
Your money.
¿Cuándo dinero?
When money.
Me llamo Cristobal.
My name is Cristobal.
Me llamo Cristobal.
My name is Cristobal.
¿Cuándo? Anyway, that was fun. So we were talking about that. Welcome back. This is ChrisCast. My name's Chris Abraham. My friends are Google at Home and Alexa, Volume 10. Alexa, will you be my co-host?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I wouldn't be sure about it either. Hey, Google, will you be my co-host?
¿Serás mi coanfitrión?
Arrête!
NFL.
Frick.
Eric.
¿Cómo se dice en español stop? ¿Cómo se dice en español stop?
Como dice la ciudad en español.
Stop interpreter mode.
Got it. If you ever want to use this again, just say, be my Spanish interpreter.
Gracias. Oh, I forgot what I was going to say. Anyway, happy to be here. I just want to talk about how things are going with me and what my plans are in terms of my health. I might have told you in a previous episode that my heart health is going gangbusters. I am, as they say, I am doctor compliant. I am procedure compliant. I am medication compliant. And so that makes doctors happy. They know that when they talk to me, I will not lie to them. And I don't lie to them. They know what I weigh. They know when I say I don't drink anymore that I don't drink anymore. And we have a mutual trust. That's the first step. Apparently it's a trope that people like to perform better for their doctors. And I can relate because, to be honest, back when I was drinking, you know you have a drinking problem when you always underestimate the amount of drinks that you drink. But let's talk about physical fitness. I just spent $28 on an app that's called Starting Strength, and it's really awesome. A guy on No Agenda Social turned me onto it. It's very remedial. It's going to follow my workout through to great physical strength using only 5 exercises. I believe that the 5 exercises are as follows. Let's see. Form checks. No. Videos. Squat. Press, which in many cases is like a military press. Bench press, deadlift, and power clean. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are the 5x5, right? So those are the only exercises that this thing cares about. I found, and they're all barbell exercises, so they will all require me to go to the gym, which I think is a good thing. But instead of getting confused and dicking around for an hour, going to various and sundry stations, I am going to keep it very simple. But I am going to supplement with leg presses, weighted leg presses, and leg extensions, which are quadricep extensions. Those are 2 things that I want to do for my knees, just as value added for that. But as my best friend Mark has told me, I have no reason to do these things because I have the following in my own apartment if you want to come rob me. I have a Model C Concept2. I have a brand new Concept2 SkiErg. I have a super used Kaiser M3 original. I even deleted the LCD screen because I adapted it to being a bicycle desk. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 flat benches. Which I basically use for seating in this basically gym apartment. I have 2 12-kilogram hard style, not competition style, iron kettlebells. I have 1 16-kilogram iron kettlebell, 1 20-kilogram iron kettlebell, 1 24-kilogram iron kettlebell, 1 32-kilogram iron kettlebell, and 1 40-kilogram iron kettlebell. I've got a Bosu ball. I have a Swiss or Swedish ball. I have a dedicated dip stand. I have a Lifespan DT5 treadmill desk. I have a big, really heavy, for me, sandbag duffel. I have TRX straps. Actually, right now I have cheap versions which are called KB Duo up on a door-mounted what is it called? Pull-up bar. I have awesome bands. You know, the kind of bands that have the handle at the end, not the wide bands used by weightlifters, but the kind of, it looks like a stretchy TRX strap. However, those oxidize and fall apart so quickly, I constantly have to buy new replacements. I've got this really cool thing I don't know the name of, which is sort of like the same kind of thing, but based on a platform on the floor. And what else? That might be it. I have a bicycle, of course, and I also have some sort of sandbag that goes around your shoulders. It's a leather sandbag that you can use for assisted squats and so forth. But I'm so heavy that doesn't really matter. All those things add up to a pretty darn good gym. I have a membership at the gym, but when I get in there, I get completely overwhelmed by all the choices. So I decided that I would just me and a barbell. And what I love about this app is that it starts you off with just the baseline 45 pounds. Hey, Google, how many kilograms is 45 pounds?
45 pounds is equivalent to 20.412 kilograms.
So basically, I'm starting with my 20 kilogram kettlebell, right, which is the barbell. But I think, you know, with those various and sundry, those five exercises done every other day as dictated by this app, plus supplemental kettlebell swings and Concept2 and treadmill desk and SkiErg. I think that and time on the Kaiser bicycle desk. I think I'm going to have a pretty good active lifestyle. Plus, I really want to lose enough weight and get enough strength that I can return to my shuffle type of slow jogging. And that's my goal. The current status, though, is that I still have a little bit of sciatic pain that goes from my lower back through my glute, through my, I guess the side of my quad, and all the way down into the front of my shin. And if you didn't hear my previous podcast, I have been heralded, I have been assaulted, I have been I've been attacked by first a lower back pinch, and then I spilled an entire small little omelet pan worth of hot butter onto my top of my right foot, which I feel like might have exacerbated the sciatica, because I assume that the sciatic nerve goes from... Hey Google, what is the beginning and end point of the sciatic nerve?
On the website spine-health.com, they say, these spinal nerves belong to a larger group of nerves in the lower spine called the lumbosacral plexus. This long, thick, and bulky nerve runs along the back of the thigh and leg and terminates in the foot.
Yeah, so I believe I might have exacerbated my my nerve by virtue of spilling hot oil on my foot, and I believe that this painful process is either healing or hurting, but I'm very close to the end of that. And that is that. Like, I think that it's important. I'm going to take it really easy. I'm not going to be a hero. I know that the fact is that the body adapts very quickly unless you break it, right? So I do not want to break it. Oh, and in addition, I keep... So here's something funny. For now, I'm keeping the legit branded TRX that I have just as the strap, no anchors. I have the strap stuffed into the little mesh bag that it comes with in my duffel bag that I keep, the actually medium Filson travel bag. I think it's 246. Hey Google, what is the model 246 bag?
On the website webbikeworld.com.
Hey Google, what model Filson bag is the 246?
On the website camelcamel.com, they say, Filson medium travel bag style 246 tan.
That's exactly what I have. So I have a towel in there, I have a lock in there, and I have a TRX strap in there that that I will bring with me, so that if I'm walking around and I see a tree that won't be abused by my weight, I can use it. So that will be that. I have everything I need always with me, and I will make a point of not being obsessed with tracking, because I feel like tracking, if you always feel like, for example, if you don't Strava, it didn't happen, I think that gets in the way of actually just popping up and doing something because I don't feel like tracking it. I think it's just an excuse. So, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that I didn't come all the way in terms of what I wanted to say. So I'm going to take a second to gather my thoughts, and then I'll be back. I don't know. This is Chris Abraham, Season 2, Episode 19, Dies nuts, 19. Ah, I've got a great idea. Hold on a second.
In 1965, Vietnam seemed like just another foreign war, but it wasn't. It was different in many ways, and so were those who did the fighting. In World War II, the average age of the combat soldier was 26. In Vietnam, he was 19. In Vietnam, he was 19. In Vietnam, he was 19.
The heaviest fighting of the past 2 weeks continued today, 25 miles northwest of Saigon. I wasn't really sure what was going on.
19. In Vietnam, the combat soldier typically served a 12-month tour duty, but was exposed to hostile fire almost every day. 19.
In Saigon, a U.S. military spokesman said today more than 700 enemy troops were killed last week in that sensitive border area. Throughout all of South Vietnam, the enemy lost a total of 2,689 soldiers.
According to a Veterans Administration study, half of the Vietnam combat veterans suffer from what psychiatrists call post-traumatic stress disorder. Many vets complain of alienation, rage, or guilt. Some succumb to suicidal thoughts. 8 to 10 years after coming home, almost 800,000 men are still fighting the Vietnam None of them received the hero's welcome.
That was Paul Hardcastle, and the song was 19. These 19. Anyway, I am going to, I don't know what to say next. I know that the reason why I'm incurring all of these lower back pains is that I've stopped what has been a decade of being on the Concept2 almost every day. I believe that if you don't have a strong posterior chain, your body's going to go to hell. Also, completely aware of the fact that I'm 150 pounds overweight. So, there's that too. So wish me luck. I've got nothing but availability and opportunities. Today I'm going to work. I'm going to work from from 2 o'clock on. But tomorrow I am going to clean up this appalling apartment. Or maybe I'll work Saturday and Sunday, and I will take Monday off to clean the apartment. That makes more sense to me. It is simply appalling. It is simply if I were to say, I would say it's hey Google, where do badgers live?
On the website livescience.com, they say, some also live in woods, quarries, hedgerows, sea cliffs and moorland. American badgers are typically found in the Great Plains region of North America.
Hey Google, do badgers live in burrows?
On the website fws.gov, they say, the badger set usually consists of a network of tunnels with numerous entrances. The dens are constructed mainly in pursuit of prey, but are also used for sleeping. Badgers use multiple burrows within their home range and may not use the same burrow more than once a month.
All right, I live in a badger burrow. That is what I live in. For any of you who know me, over the last 10 years, I've gone completely feral. I can't say that. I say that maybe I didn't start becoming feral until I asked Betsy if she wanted to break up with me, and then said, "Are you sure? Hey, you sure? Hey, you sure? No lie, sister. You sure? You sure you ain't sure? I think you know. Tell me the truth, eh? I think that you break up with me, right? tell me. There one cockroach in my shoe. There one cockroach in my shoe. No, I'm not having a stroke, my friends. So, after that, I do believe that I went completely feral. And feral I still am. Hey, Google, define feral.
Here's the definition of feral. Especially of an animal, in a wild state, especially after escape from captivity or domestication.
Wow, that's really beautiful. Thanks, Google. Anyway, I'll come back in just a second with the information you need to contact me if you wanna. Love you guys. Talk to you soon. Oh, no, Robert Palmer. Google wants to play I Didn't Mean to Turn You On by Robert Palmer. I think Google's flirting with me. What I'm going to do now, before I start working, is I have to go pick up a giant military seaman duffel from the wash and fold. And I think what I'll do is I'll fill up this one. I will schlep the full one of dirty clothes, drop them off, and then pick up the clean clothes. I abuse Columbia Pike cleaners. I hope they charge me. I think they do. But I do tend to leave my clean clothes there until I need them, which is appalling. And mea maxima culpa. I'm so sorry, my friend. Is it David Simon? Andrew Simon? Hey, Google, who is the owner of Columbia Pike Cleaners?
Columbia Pike Cleaners. Here you go.
Anyway, I'll come right back with my 411. Talk to you soon. Welcome back. My name's Chris Abraham. This is Chris Cast. There's no more content after this. There's only information about how to contact me. I am Chris at abraham.su. I am +1 202 352 5051. That goes directly to my mobile. What do they call them? They call them handies. Auf Deutsch. Handy. Hey, Google, what's the German word for mobile phone?
In German, that's Mobiltelefon.
No, I don't think so. I think it's handy.
Okay, I'll stop translating.
I'm glad it was never GSM. I think it's mobile in Britain. Anyway, so you can reach me at +1 202 352 5051. But if I don't expect your call, if I'm not in love with you, or you don't pay me money, it's going to go to voicemail. But that voicemail will be handily translated by Google Voice and come to me in an email, and then I'll respond to that. If you don't want to dick around with those cutesy games, you can schedule a call with me at calendly.com/Chris/15, and we can have a call. That call can also be on Meets or Zoom or Uber Conference. I'm at Chris Abraham on Twitter, at Chris Abraham on Facebook, at Chris Abraham on YouTube, at Chris Abraham on Insta. I am Christopher Abraham on TikTok, though I'm not a creator there. What else? I'm at Chris Abraham on LinkedIn, linkedin.com/in/Chris Abraham. What else? I'm anchor.fm/Chris Abraham. That is my home HQ for podcasting. That is the place that goes everywhere else, but starts there. I think you can call me or contribute money to me or whatever via that. You can also use that +1 202 352 5051 to find me on Telegram or WhatsApp, or even what is it called? Comme on dit, blah blah blah. Signal. That's right. What else? I'm at Chris on No Agenda Social. I have my own Mastodon instance, but I'm not sure whether I want to open that up or make it anybody but myself, which is on Girovic.su. Tell me if you want to join me there and why. I don't know. I don't like the liability of having a social network anymore. It's too dire. And what else? That's it. Chris at Abraham.su. That SU is an old deprecated TLD, top-level domain for the Soviet Union, and there's only 100,000 registered domains there. So if you don't mind the stink associated with being associated with Russia or the Soviet Union, which in this day and age seems to be nobody, and if you think that IO and AI.io and .ai are played out, go try to register a domain with the registrars of Russia and get a .su. I have Abraham.su and I have Girovic.su. Those are my only two. I have a cool domain name, .is. You can get that too. That's Iceland. So it's GERR.is, and my little agency is, I'm also on Upwork as, I think, CJ Abraham or something. Just Chris Abraham. If you go to chrisabraham.com/Upwork or something like that, you can find me there, I think. Or it might be chrisabraham.com/hire. I don't know. Just type into Google Chris Abraham Upwork and it'll show up. Anyway, I appreciate your time and energy. I appreciate your indulgence. I appreciate everything you're all on about. And mahalo and gracias and dankjewel and merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Merci bien. And whatever. Gracias. And I don't know, what is it? Bitteschön. Danke, just danke. Danke sehr, danke, danke. Is it? Hey Google, how do you say thank you very much in German?
In German, that's vielen Dank. What else should I translate?
Nothing.
Okay, I'll stop translating.
Stop it. Vielen Dank. So that's it. We're all done. I'll talk to you next time. Next one will be season 2, episode 20, and I have no clue what it's going to be about. So thank you. I appreciate your indulgence, and ciao.